So the shop is still a mess. I mean, completely a mess. Still working on the Kenwood KD 2055. I got a brand new Audio-Technica cartridge and stylus for this thing. It's got a medium mass tone arm on there. I wanted to find a stylus for the original Shure cartridge that was made for Realistic. From what I've read about the reviews of that cartridge, is actually a pretty decent damn cartridge. But trying to find a stylus for it is a little bit of a pain in the ass. But this is what I have to get into right now. So, yep, it's going to be an unboxing. Hey everybody, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing just great. So what does this guy and this guy have to do with what's in this box? Have you guys missed the guitar stuff? I know I have. So in this box is something special, something that is going to make a wrong right. And the reason for Wally in a Box and the reason for Detroit Record is they are the masterminds behind this and what's going to happen with this. So, without any ado, let's get unboxing. Oh boy. So this is one of a Gelvin guitar, Will Gelvin's Orion guitar. And it has seen much better days, maybe. Now, Wally in the Box picked this up a couple of years ago or a few years ago. I'm not too sure how long it has been. But it has, wow, the routing of this is really shit. Now, like I said, this is a Gelvin guitar, all right? And I don't know what the hell he did with this. First off, it's got a flame maple veneer on it, not an actual cap. This, I can get that out. It's, I have to put some wood over here to fix that. So this is what a Gelvin guitar is, huh? The neck is actually too small for the body. And I'll bring you in closer to kind of show you this. The tuners are drilled too close to one side than they are on the other, which means this is going to be an issue. The neck appears to be straight. Yeah. Gonna have to see about this. All right, so let's get a little bit of a closer look to this, shall we? All right, so we're looking at a Gelvin guitar. This is the Orion. And I don't know if it's seen better days or not. I don't know the history of this body. All I know is when Will Gelvin ended up, I don't know if dropping out of the guitar business, I don't know if he still is or not, I don't follow him. He sold off a bunch of whatever he had. And I think this is one of whatever he had. So apparently this had a locking nut on there with a what appears to be a hardtail. This Wally in the Box did. I already knew about that. I can get that out with no problems. But I don't know why this is routed out the way it is over here. These routes don't match. I mean, they're just, there's a crack in the veneer right here. Another crack over here. No, it's pencil lines. Never mind, it's a pencil line. There are chips, dents all over the place. Let's get to the headstock. So you can kind of see the headstock here. These holes are drilled unevenly. You can see these are really, really close to the edge. These have some space between them. This is all rounded inside here. I don't think that's supposed to be rounded like that, but it's supposed to be nice and flat with a sharp edge if you're going to put a locking nut inside of there. Fretwork on this, well, the fret ends are sharp. The fret ends are very, very sharp. They look like they've been finished. I don't know if this was a return. Oh, focus, you bastard. You see where there's either glue spooging out of where the frets are. Another thing is that the body and the neck don't match up. There is a nice gap over here, or not gap, but a ledge. Also on the other side, more of that ledge right here. So the body is wider than the neck. His fret markers that are over here never really dried. They're still kind of like soft. So holes have been filled. Wally in the box, I think, did that. Looks like possibly a 3-way switch or 5-way switch was started over here. Here are the holes for it. It looks like there's some filler in there. Let's flip this around. Look at the other side. A lot of clear coat on here. A lot of clear. You can kind of see it the way it's chipped off over here. I like the body style. The body style looks nice. Wow. Talk about some uneven drilling over here. See, I've done this before, and I know why it happens, all right? When you got them on this side, and they're nice and straight and even, but when you go to flip it over and you go to re-drill those, well, you're just following whatever the smaller hole was. Well, what happens is if you're using a drill press and you're plowing down on the drill as it's going into the wood, it's going to want to go and follow its own path. So you can feel the two pieces of wood over here. It's not nice and smooth. And then what a shitty routing job. Look at this. This is all cut up over here. Go to the neck. The transition over here is terrible. It's not smooth. It's got like a hump over here. You can see where, I don't know if this neck was reset on here or what, but it just doesn't focus. It doesn't look right at all. Alright, so the one thing that this was going to do was it was going to make a wrong right. And Wally in the box and Detroit Wrecker are behind this. So the truss rod is at the end of the neck. Can you see that? Wow, it almost looks like somebody added a piece of wood here and then didn't cut it right and gave up or something. I don't know. Almost like this thing needs a pick guard now. What I don't understand is if you're going to go with a hardtail, why bother doing a locking nut? You can kind of see that the holes were drilled over here to put a locking nut there. I don't understand. Yeah. Wow. As what Wally in the Box would say. Wow is right. I don't know if this can actually be helped. I really don't know. There is too much bad with it. I mean, it's just, yeah, just something is not right with this. It just doesn't look right. So if I look down, those are 2 marks. So let's see, let me get my straight edge ruler. Put this up against the neck as best as I can get it. Wow, look at that. The neck is not straight. It's got a gap in it. You see my shadow of my fingers. Let's go on this side and see what this side looks like. And I am putting it up against the and this side's a little bit more straighter. So if I line this up over here, where are his lines? Okay, that one looks about right. That one's way off from where the neck is. Let's see what we got as far as a... Alright, so the neck appears to be straight as far as not having a bow in it. And that is pretty close. It's like not much adjustment right there for saddles. Alright, let's put this back. Body shape is nice. I actually like that body shape. I like the way it's rounded off over here. I like how this comes to somewhat of a point, or used to. That'll have to be worked back in again. There is a lot of ifs on this that don't look right at all. This neck over here on this side here, it's bowed in on the center over here, so that means this point here to this point here are up higher with a dip in the middle. So if you run a string across here, you'll kind of notice that it'll be wide here, but narrow here. This side seems to be okay. The headstock, the holes are drilled too close to the edge. I've never seen it that close to the edge, which means could issue some type of a problem when trying to put tuners on here and end up maybe chipping out or breaking part of this when you put the tuners under pressure. The other side of this looks a lot worse. They are really, really close to the edge. So that means they're not even cut straight, they're on an angle. The back of the neck, this will all have to be smoothed out. It's all wavy and everything else. It's been knocked around a little bit. You can kind of see that. The neck pocket itself is bigger than the actual neck itself, so that's going to have to be sanded down and smoothed out. The big concern that I have is this neck over here, trying to level this side and this side with the center of it and not have an issue with how it looks or how it plays, having the string too close to one side of the neck edge. The body, well, the body is the body. This could all be sanded down. Wood could be put inside here. The only problem with this is being careful enough to where if you do put wood inside here, that it's not going to show through the finish, through expansion and contraction. And I don't, these excuse me, these pockets are very deep. I mean, they're deep. And to put like a Floyd Rose back here or anything, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen because this is really thin. I'd be cutting right through the back of the pickups, and this is really bad. All right, guys, I know the rights want to make a wrong. The wrongs want to make a right, but You guys tell me. What do you think? Is it salvageable? Or am I going to end up putting a lot of wood in places? And because this will have to be plugged and re-drilled, that's for sure, in order to fix that. I'm going to have to do something over here. This is not going to be just a filler. It's going to be more. All this has to be plugged and re-drilled. This has to be fixed. This is not a big deal. All of this has to be plugged with wood and then sanded smooth. These guys here, they look pretty good. I wouldn't say they're bad at all, but if I'm going to plug the other side, I should do something with this side to cap these off, because I'm sure the bridge that I have would go on this with no problems. There is no Floyd Rose going on this, or a possible tremolo. There are some pretty bad chipping in the finish and dents in the finish, which will sand out. The veneer that's on here, I can get rid of this. This crack will never come back unless this crack is going into the body itself, which I don't think it is. Beautiful wood grain on this. And he did use a grain filler on here, which is a good idea. Very nice. But I still feel the grain here, and I can feel the hump between the two pieces of wood. But all in all, the body looks good as far as trying to work on. Iffy. The neck is the biggest concern on this. The headstock shouldn't be that much of a big deal, but the neck is the biggest concern on this thing. I'm going to have to cut these guys out and redo them, because they are like, I could stick my fingernail inside them. I could probably, and I am doing it right now, I'm gouging out some of that glow-in-the-dark marker. Yeah, all right. No, I'm not impressed. So we'll see.